morning. In this video, we will see about the steady flow energy equation. Steady flow energy equation. So this topic is related to first law of thermodynamics. Okay. So first we'll see the what is mean by steady flow. Steady flow means that is the quantity of fluid entering into any section, it is constant. That is quantity of fluid. So entering into the section, that is entering into any cross section, is constant. That is steady flow. So what is my steady flow energy equation? That means a equation that is based on steady flow, that is known as steady flow energy equation. So it is known as steady flow energy equation, that is SFEE, steady flow energy equation. Okay, so we are going to derive the derivation for this steady flow energy equation. Okay, so let us consider one cross section, that is some energy is entering and some energy is leaving through the any kind of systems. So let us consider this is the one system. So let us consider this is the system. Here what is my system means the quantity of matter or region in space that is chosen for study, that is known as system. Okay, so let us consider this is the system. This is the system or control volume. CV means control volume. Okay, so this system have some surface, that is control surface is there. So this is the control surface. So this surface is known as control surface. Okay, so let us consider, so this is the inlet cross section, this is the one, and this is the outlet cross section. It is denoted by 2. Okay, so at initially here some amount of fluid is entering, and here, so this is the outlet, that is some amount of fluid is leaving. So that is according to the steady flow energy equation, that is energy entering, that is amount of fluid is entering and leaving is constant. That is the amount of fluid is entering, that is equivalent to that of amount of fluid leaving, or otherwise the energy entering into the system, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving through the system. Okay, so in this topic we are going to describe the some parameters. Okay, so this steady flow energy equation that is applied to open systems, open system only, because so what is my open system means, that is both mass transfer and energy transfer. So let us consider this is the system. In open system means that is both mass and energy transfer, that is cross the boundary. So this is the boundary of the system. So in open system means both mass and energy transfer takes place. That means both mass and energy with cross the boundary, that is known as open system. So in this diagram, that is the amount of fluid entering and leaving is there, so that here both mass and energy transfer takes place, so that it is known as open system. Okay, so let us consider in this open system some amount of fluid is entering and some amount of fluid is leaving. Okay, so the working fluid is entering at the cross section 1 and the working fluid is leaving at the cross section 2. Okay, so let us consider, so this is the datum line. So from the datum line, so the distance between datum line to the center of the fluid is entering. So from the datum line to the center of the fluid is entering through the pipe, that is denoted by Z1. Okay, so this is the elevation at inlet section. So next parameter is the elevation at section 2, that is Z2. Z2, what is Z2? What is Z1 means? That is Z1 is the elevation at section 1 and Z2 is the elevation at section 2. Okay, or otherwise the distance between, so this is the datum line. So this is the datum line. So from that datum line, the distance between datum line to the center of the pipeline at section 1, that is stood by Z1. Z2 means the distance between datum line to the center of the pipeline at outlet section, that is by Z2. Okay, so normally Z1 and Z2 are the elevation of entrance and the exit. So that is Z1 and Z2 is the elevation of entrance and exit. Entrance and exit. That is, so the unit of Z1 is meter. The unit of elevation, that is Z1 and Z2 is the meter. So Z1 and Z2 are the elevation of entrance and the exit, that is the unit of the Z1 and Z2 is the meter. Okay, so, and next parameter is the M. So what is M? So M is the mass flow rate or mass flowing through the control volume. So M means mass flowing through the system or control volume. Mass flowing through the system or control volume. Okay, M means mass flowing through the system or control volume. So the unit of M is kilogram per second. So normally M is mass flow rate. So that is mass flowing through this section, that is M. Okay, so and then so next quantity is Q, capital Q. So what is capital Q means? What is capital Q means? That is heat entering the control volume. That is heat entering to the system or control volume. The unit is kilojoule. Q means amount of heat entering to the system or control volume, that is kilojoule. Okay, same like that. W means, what is W? That is work transfer. So Q means heat transfer, W means work transferred from the control volume. Same, that is work transfer from control volume or system. So the unit is same, that is kilojoule. Okay, so next parameter. So here these are the parameters that are been denoted in the diagram itself. So in diagram itself we are going to mentioning some parameters. So that is at inlet section there are some amount of heat is entering, that is Q, and the fluid is entering at some velocity, that is C1. C1 is the initial velocity of the fluid. Q is the amount of heat entering and C1 is the initial velocity. And then same, that is outlet velocity, that is C2. Outlet velocity is C2. And then pressure at inlet section, that is P1. Pressure at inlet section is P1. Same thing like that, pressure at outlet section is P2. And then internal energy of the section at inlet is U1 and internal energy of the outlet section is U2. Okay, internal energy of the inlet section is U1 and internal energy of the outlet section is U2. Okay, and then specific volume of the inlet section is V1 and the specific volume of the outlet section is V2. So V1 means specific volume at inlet section and V2 means specific volume of the outlet section. And then H1 means enthalpy of the fluid at entrance or inlet. H2 means enthalpy of the fluid at leaving. Okay, so we are going to write these parameters. That is, Q means heat entering to the system or control volume in kilojoule. W means work transfer from control volume or system in kilojoule. Okay, so next, what is C1 and C2? What is C1 and C2 means? What is C1? C1 means that is inlet velocity and C2 means outlet velocity. So C1 and C2, that is velocity of fluid. So C1 and C2 is the velocity of fluid, at entrance and exit, at entrance and exit. So, and then, so the unit of these velocities are meter per second. C1 and C2 are the velocity of fluid at entrance and exits. So the unit is meter per second. What is P1 and P2? Same thing, that pressure at inlet section. P2 means pressure at outlet section. So that is pressure of the fluid at entrance and exit. So P1 means pressure of fluid at entrance and exit. So the unit of the pressure is Newton per meter squared. The pressure of the fluid at entrance and exit, that is P1 and P2 are pressure of the fluid at entrance and exit. So and then U1 and U2. So normally U1 and U2 are the internal energies. So that what is U1 and U2 is the internal energy per kg of fluid. Internal energy so internal energy of fluid at entrance and exit. So internal energy of the fluid at entrance and exit. Same thing, V1 and V2, small v1 and small v2, that is the specific volume of fluid at entrance and exit. Say here, that is internal energy, that is unit is kilojoule per kg. Internal energy, that is internal energy of fluid at entrance and exit per kg, so that the unit is kilojoule per kg. And V1 V2 is the specific volume of fluid, at entrance and exit. Specific volume of fluid at entrance and exit. The unit is meter cube per kg. Okay, so next H1 and H2. So H1 and H2 are the enthalpy of fluid at entrance, and H2 means enthalpy of fluid at exit. That is enthalpy of fluid at entrance and enthalpy of fluid at exit. Okay, and then small q. Small q means same, that is capital Q means amount of heat transfer, but small q means amount of heat transfer per kg. So that is heat entering, so heat entering the control volume per kg of fluid, that is kilojoule per kg. Heat entering the control volume per kg of fluid. So we are mentioning control volume instead of control volume, that is system. So control volume means that is system. That is heat entering the control volume per kg of fluid, that is kilojoule per kg. Same thing like that. Small w. So what is small w means? That is work transferring or work transferred per kg of fluid. that is kilojoule per kg. Work transfer per kg of fluid, that is kilojoule per kg. So we are going to derive this equation. These are the parameters are used here for derive the steady flow energy equation. So first of all, we are going to write the steady flow energy equation. So based on steady flow energy equation, that is energy entering into the system, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving through the system. That is energy entering to the system or control volume, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving through the system. Energy leaving from the system or control volume. So what are the energies are entering and what are the energies are leaving means, so some internal energy is there, and flow energy is there, and kinetic energy and potential energy is there. That is, so what are the energy entering means, that is internal energy is there, internal energy and plus flow energy. So what are the energy means? Internal energy, flow energy. So internal energy means energy possessed by a system through a particular height, that is known as internal energy, or some energy is stored during the process, that is known as internal energy. What is flow energy means, due to the flowing of the fluid, some energy is generated, that is known as flow energy. And then kinetic energy, due to the movement of the fluid, some energy is generated, that is kinetic energy. And potential energy, so this is the based on the datum hit, that is during the height of the fluid from the datum line, that is known as potential energy, that is. And then amount of heat transfer and amount of water transfer is there. Okay, so what are the energies mean, that is internal energy, flow energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. So according to the steady flow energy equation, that is energy entering into the system, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving from the system. So we are going to write the everything, that is internal energy means, that is u1, that is internal energy is u. And flow energy means, that is it is the product of pressure and volume. Kinetic energy means, that is of mc squared mass, that is kinetic energy is the of mc squared. Potential energy is the mgz. Okay, so and heat transfer and water transfer is there. So here, so this is u means internal energy per kg of fluid. In case the per kg of fluid is eliminated means, that is internal energy is the mass into internal energy, that is u. Same thing, that is potential energy is the mass into pv. Okay, so these are the energies. Internal energy means u, flow energy means pv, kinetic energy means of c squared, potential energy means mgh. So we are going to write the everything for both inlet and outlet sections. Okay, so this is the, we already draw the diagram. At inlet section, have some energies, that is energy entering to the system, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving from the system. Okay, we are going to write the potential energy, kinetic energy, internal energy, everything for section 1 and section 2. Okay, section 1 means, that is m into u1. So that is at section 1 internal energy is m into u1, and flow energy means, that is m into p1 v1, that is m1 into u1, and flow energy is m1 into p1 v1. And what is kinetic energy, that is equal to, that is half into m1 into c1 squared. And the potential energy is m1 into g into z1. So that at section 2 means, at section 2 what is internal energy? Is m2 into u2, and flow energy is m2 into p2 v2, and kinetic energy is m2 in sorry half m2 into c2 square, and potential energy is m2 into g into z2. Okay, so next we are going to write this equation for energy entering and energy leaving. So that is energy entering into the system, that is equal to that of energy leaving. Okay, so that is energy entering. So energy entering, that is equivalent to that of energy leaving. Energy entering to equivalent to that of energy leaving. Okay, so that is energy entering. That is, what are the energy entering? That is m1 into, so m1 is constant, that is m1 into u1 plus p1 of c1 square. That is, u1 is the internal jet inlet section, p1 v1 is the flow energy at inlet section, and of c1 square is the kinetic energy at inlet section, plus g into z1. So here m1 is taken as outside, plus q, that is amount of heat transfer, that is equivalent to that of that is m2 into, so that is u2. So u2 is the internal energy at outlet section, plus p2 v2 plus of c2 squared plus g into z2 plus w. Okay, so this is the general equation, that is m dot into u1 plus p1 v1 plus of c1 squared plus g into z1 plus q is equal to m2 into u2 plus p2 v2 plus c2 squared by 2 plus w. So here steady flow means that is the amount of fluid is entering is constant, so that is m1 is equal to m2. So generally it is denoted by m. So the next the above equation can be rewritten as, that is m into u1 plus p1 v1 plus c1 squared by 2 plus g z1 plus q is equal to m into u2 plus p2 v2 plus c2 squared by 2 plus g into z2 plus w. So this is the equation. So this is the equation for steady flow. This is a steady flow energy equation. So next, from the first law of thermodynamics, the definition for enthalpy, that is enthalpy H is equal to U plus PV. So H1 is equal to U1 plus P1 V1, and H2 is equal to P2 V2. That is H2 is equal to H2 is equal to U2 plus P2 V2. So next we are going to apply H1 and H2 in the above equation. So this is a steady flow energy equation. That is H1 is equal to U1 plus P1 V1, and H2 is equal to U2 plus P2 V2. So we are going to apply these two, that is H1 and H2 in this above equation. That is M into, that is U1 P1 is H1. U1 plus P1 is H1 plus C1 squared by 2 plus G into Z1 plus Q is equal to M into, that is U2 plus P2 V2 is the H2 plus C2 squared by 2 plus GZ2 plus W. So this equation is reduced steady flow energy equation. So in case consider unit mass means unit mass, that is m is equal to 1 kg, means above equation can be written as, that is H1 plus C1 squared by 2 plus GZ1 plus Q is equal to H2 plus C2 squared by 2 plus GZ2 plus W. So this equation is used for solving the steady flow through the open system. Okay. Thank you.